I am back here. Hi, my name is Wendy O'Neill. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm an international patient here at Clinic Beletage. I actually found Dr. Schmitz in a desperate situation when my lumbar 4-5, my disc, blew out. And then 6 months later, he actually did levels C4 through 7 on my cervical with the CESP because I had had a disc defection from discs that were put in America. Dr. Schmitz knows artificial disc replacement, unlike any surgeon I've ever met in America. Dr. Schmitz gave me my life back. I'd reached a place where I was in so much pain, bending, walking, trying to lift things, getting constant migraines, throwing up. I just had so many symptoms. And the doctors in America couldn't identify what was happening. And then I came here and Dr. Schmitz was like, we need to do this, we need to do this, here's the problem. And 2 weeks later, I had my life back. And that was worth it. I am back here at Clinic Beletage in Dusseldorf, Germany. I don't even know where to start, except that I've had 6 surgeries in the last 3 weeks, and each one was necessary. Between Dr. Senyert, Dr. Schmitz, Dr. Gilnor, my life has dramatically changed. About a year and a half ago, I was in a car accident, and for the last year and a half in America, I've been in this revolving door of no answers.
I came here with my wife, Wendy, for her surgery, so I was here just for support. And she and I had an accident a little over a year and a half ago. And since then, I've had hip problems. The accident damaged both my left and right hip. So when I met with Dr. Senyert, he told me that right off the bat, he was able to actually do a scope surgery on both of my hips the next day if I wanted to. Of course, that wasn't practical because Wendy was having her back surgery, which meant that as we go back to America, she'll be in a wheelchair. One of us needed to carry the luggage. So wasn't gonna happen on this trip, but then what he suggested was he could do something called a PRP therapy, which is they remove some portion of your blood, they spin it out, and then they inject it back into the joints. I've had steroid injections before. My hips were hurting every time I walked up and down the street, and so right away, the very next day, he did the injections. Felt amazing. Like within a day, my hips felt fantastic. They still do. And so as far as I'm concerned, if that gets me through until next year when I do the surgery, I can't ask for anything more than that.
So I reached out to Dr. Schmitz. I said, you fixed my back, you fixed my neck, but here's what's going on. I needed a sacroiliac joint fusion, a interspinous stenosis lift, and then he actually recommended through Dr. Gilnor the spinal cord stimulator. And everything worked amazing. For the first time in a year and a half, I'm pain-free. And that allows me to get back into my own life. I love hiking and biking. I love running around with my grandkids and just interacting with people. I do a lot of keynote speaking and traveling to developing countries for my nonprofit. And I was at a point where I couldn't get on the airplane. I couldn't stand for any length of time. And because of Clinic Beletage, I have my life back.